Welcome back to another Oracle reading for business, career, professional. I'm using the Green Witches Oracle deck. It's my personal favorite right now. Let's get into it. Now, my goal with this, as I'm continuing to develop my own intuition and spiritual gifts, is to be able to bring a message of encouragement, maybe reflection, maybe some insight into what you're already experiencing. And if you're watching this video, I truly believe that it's at the right time. And if you're not meant to have this video or watch it, you will not see it. So, I don't believe in coincidences. I believe that everything is in divine timing, whatever that may be for us, whether it is difficult or challenging or enlightening or opportunities, everything is in the right timing. So what I typically do is just do a gentle shuffle. I'm not at the point yet. I don't know if I'll ever get there or if I want to, where I aggressively shuffle or go through my deck. But for me, like, slow and methodical works. That's when I get my intuitive knowing to stop. And every intuitive does things differently. So let's see what we have today. What I'm asking for is the right message for the right person. A clear message. I will pull one card, which is the overarching theme, and then 3 clarifying cards to help explain or create a story around what the theme is telling us. And this is all guided by spirit. I just wait until I get a intuitive pull to stop. Okay. Stop it! I cannot. Okay. 3 days in a row, and there are a lot of cards in here, let me tell you. Like, this is a thick oracle deck. All 3 days in a row have been, and I say 3 because yesterday I recorded another message and I did not have my microphone on, so you couldn't hear a word I said. So unfortunately I had to scrap that message. But here we are on day 3. You're not gonna believe this. I'm just gonna pull it down because you just literally wouldn't believe it. This is the theme, right? So this was from day 1. Yesterday when I pulled the card, it was lavender, which had very similar themes here about gentleness, relaxation, and self-care. So funny. Then we have comfort. We have spiritual connection, so being able to withdraw. I think this is just going to be a reoccurring theme for the rest of our lives. But as you take the time to draw back and have self-care and give yourself the time and space that you need to really inspire creativity, to bring in that almost like childlike perspective of the world, then you make room, when you're not super busy and distracted and stressed out, you make room for spiritual connection. When you make room for spiritual connection, you then have an opening. When this soil is ready for planting, you have an opening to plant seeds, a new perspective, gain new ideas and inspiration. And that is going to give you multiple opportunities, freedom. I mean, this message is beautiful. I love it. And with this oracle deck in specific, it's all about life's natural cycles. So there's something that we can all draw from with this or relate to. So again, that message is pulling back, releasing your obligations and your responsibilities to be able to allow space for other things to come in. When you do that, you increase the opportunity that you have for spiritual connection, feeling safe and having comfort. When you make room and you get your soil ready for that connection, you can then begin to plant seeds for new opportunities, hope, new ideas and inspiration. And when you do that, you are creating a life of freedom and opportunities for you. But it all starts from our theme, which is to draw back and give yourself space and room to fill with these clarifying roles here. So again, yesterday's card pull was very similar. It wasn't the same one. This card has come out 3 days in a row. So this was on day 1. This was also in yesterday's card pulling that I didn't get to post because I had no audio. And it's also here today. So this season right now is all about gaining new perspective and new ideas by drawing back and allowing yourself the room to plant those. If we just look at this very practically, because we can learn a lot from nature, which is why I love this oracle deck so much, because we all can relate to it. Whereas if I go almost too spiritual, starseedy, that might miss some people, but everybody can relate to gardening and the natural life cycles of life, right? The natural cycles that we go through of nature. So I love this so much because as we draw back and release our obligations and our responsibilities, start saying no to more things so that you can start saying yes to what you're building in your life. And when you do that, you will become more spiritually connected. You will be able to have good, fertile soil to plant new seeds and new perspectives, and that will bring you opportunity and freedom. That is the answer. I do believe we all know it. We feel it. I went through this personally. Last year, I took 6 months off of work, which was very hard for me to completely get rid of contracts and just really relinquish myself from the responsibility. And when I did that, I realized that I had a newfound creativity that began to come into my life. I began to innovate. I began to create. And now fast forward a year later, I have my own company that is growing rapidly. It almost doesn't even seem real, but it is, and I'm happy for it, and I have my boundaries now, and more importantly, I have established a routine to continuously, every single week, give myself this space to withdraw and to fill my cup. I hope this message was enlightening for you. I hope it was helpful. If you want more context on these cards and the meanings of them, check out my description because I always go more in depth. I get in a good flow state when I'm typing things out and I'm channeling this information. So if you're interested, check out my description and I will see you on the next daily card pull.